Hello everyone.
Good
Today
morning.
we're going to ignite your hunter. So just like when a lion is chasing a gazelle and wants that gazelle, and then when he gets that gazelle he feels almighty powerful, that's how you can feel whenever you embrace a goal and you achieve that goal. Dopamine gets released. So really in today's world that we live in, a lot of the motivation and life force energy that used to flow naturally in more primal times is a little bit gone, especially for men. It's like men have a very strong hunter-gatherer instinct. We all have this animal instinct to go for something. I mean, that's where a lot of the love addiction comes from, when we're chasing something we can't have, because it actually is releasing dopamine. And yesterday I touched on bad habits releasing dopamine. It's like even the habits that don't serve us, if it's like we're moving towards something and then we're getting it, whether it's drugs or pornography or alcohol or whatever it may be, good or bad, dopamine gets released. So when you're breaking bad habits, you really want to replace them with new habits. And what better way to release dopamine than wanting to achieve new habits?
And a great thing to feel into is, what is your vision for yourself? What do you look at your life and go, this is where I want to get to and this is what I want to achieve? And think big, because anything is possible that you have clear intention, clear vision, and then actionable steps towards. So this can be in relationships, this can be with your purpose, this can be with your relationship with yourself, with others. So have a feel into that and what it is in your life that you're wanting to shift more into.
So just say your overall vision for your life is to start up a business. And I'll use ours as an example. You want to start up a Tantra school. And then to start up this Tantra school, you've got to do this, and there's all these huge things and it can feel overwhelming. So what's really good to do is go, okay, what's everything I need to do to start a Tantra school? Write down one big, huge master list. And then take that master list and break it down every day into achievable goals. So maybe one of the big goals of running a Tantra retreat is to run 3 events a year. Right? And to run the first event, you need an organizer, you need a venue, you need like all of these different things. So if you just think, oh, I'm going to run this retreat without breaking it into actionable steps, it's probably never going to happen. And then if you don't break those actionable steps down even further into daily tasks that you achieve, you also won't get anywhere. So every day, what would it feel like to make a list from a big master, from, as Tara said, you've got a big vision, then you make a master list of everything that you need to achieve for that vision to take place, and then you break it down into actionable steps every day. And those actionable steps, they don't have to be all work related. So, part of the vision might be a beautiful, harmonious relationship. So one of your action steps is half an hour of intimacy with your beloved and authentic communication.
And something really important to hold in your awareness here is, when writing your daily list, be realistic with your time. Because what I found for myself is, my master list was so big, I had to get a project management system just so I could lay out all of my master lists. And then when I was doing my daily task list, I was wanting to overachieve and not being realistic about how many hours I actually had in the day. And then I wouldn't get that dopamine release, my serotonin would drop, and I'd feel shit about myself. And my stress and my cortisol would increase. So also look at your time.
And you can even, I know it sounds a little bit mundane, but often, unless you actually allocate time for tasks, they don't get done. So 8 till 9, morning practice, 9 till 11, always start with the tasks that the last ones that you want to do, the hardest ones, because in the morning you're most focused, and it's also good to get that big dopamine release at the beginning of the day. It's like, okay, what do I least want to do? I least want to do the accounting, right? So I'm going to put that in and I'm going to tick it off and feel really fucking awesome. And then after that, you may have something really fun, like I'm going to go and spend time in nature. I'm going to make love to my partner. I'm going to go shopping, like whatever that is. And really the other key to making lists and ticking things off and embracing new goals is to choose things that are aligned with your value system. This is so important. It's like so many people, I know for me actually, I had on my list for years and years to do 1 hour of yoga a day. I'm just not a 1 hour of asana type of girl, and I would try to do asanas for an hour and that never got done. So my serotonin would go down, the belief in myself to achieve goals. But then when I changed that to an hour of yoga being yoga just time inward, that was easily achievable, because one of my highest values is taking my attention from the external into the internal. So, and what came from that was, my own asana flow and just doing postures that I wanted to do. So make sure that you're aligned with your values, that you're doing things that connect you to something that lights you up. And sometimes if I find myself having tasks that don't necessarily light me up and bring me joy, but they may light something else up that does. So my highest value is service and relationship. They're kind of equal now. So if I have something to do that I don't really want to do, but I connect it to my highest values, relationship and service, then that gives me a lot more motivation for it.
Yeah, and the other thing is, when you've achieved your task, make sure you celebrate. Because I've seen this with a few people. They achieve their goal and they're like, right, on to the next one. It's like, take that pause, fucking high five yourself, get up, do a few fist pumps, fuck yeah, I did that, and enhance that release of dopamine by really celebrating your wins.
And remember, celebrating your wins releases serotonin. So you're going to release serotonin and dopamine at the same time every time you're celebrating a win and embracing a new goal. The other thing to release dopamine is things like power stomping. There's also this great practice I learned, which is that you see a vision of the life that you want. And let's do it now, actually. So see and feel a vision of the life that you want. Maybe it's abundance. Maybe it's a beautiful relationship where you're feeling a lot of joy and laughter, going deep, expanding. Maybe it's living on land in community. Maybe it's earning a passive income, doing what you love and serving the planet in great ways. Maybe it's getting a dog. Maybe it's feeling the forest and a river at the same time, wherever your land is. Maybe it's having beautiful people around you and your children and family and friends. Whatever it is, I want you to raise your arms up into the sky. Feel all of that. Feel what it would be like to have all of that in your body and say, yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Move the body a little, feel that. Feel what you're a yes to. Feel your motivation to create your heaven on earth. And imagine doing this every morning, saying yes to what it is that you want, and then going, okay, what can I do today to make a difference? And you write down what you're going to do today to make a difference. And you embrace each of those goals and you create new habits. Your dopamine is going to be releasing and firing, and your serotonin. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about oxytocin, because it's really important to balance dopamine and serotonin release with oxytocin release, which is a beautiful chemical that will connect you to your heart and trust and love. So I hope we've inspired you to start making action lists and to say yes to life and start to manifest your yes.
Have a beautiful day. Enjoy.